forming a proper tiger claw, first thing is you must be loose in the knuckle joints. So you can stretch this back from the first set of finger knuckles. Push it back. Thumb and pinky go down. Push it back. Relax. Let it stretch. Thumb and pinky go down as far as they can while you're doing that. You want to create this extension in the finger that goes higher, supersedes the knuckle line. So there's your hinge that creates the curve of the claw so that you can insert the claw into an object, human object. Okay. So the claw has three distinct parts. We spread our fingers wide enough so that they're not pushing to the sides and causing that to happen, with the middle finger sticking out. So the three first finger knuckles should be pretty much even as humanly possible. Pull back towards you, and then bend the fingers down so they look like a tiger's claw or a garden rake. You know, that kind of digs out the weeds. That will strengthen these tendons tremendously, and the muscles and tendons on the inside of the hand. The tiger claw is not about muscle as much as it is about bone and tendon, bloodless tissue. Tiger claw develops the bone and is the foundation for all karate styles and most Chinese martial arts. Not the tiger claw, so to speak, but the tiger, the animal, the tiger, comprises a great deal of information about expulsion of power and controlling energy coming from the human body. I'll explain more about that later. So from here, you bend that back, bend the fingers down, the pinky and the thumb stretch down to create a larger weapon, to cover a larger area. So these fingers wouldn't be pushing with the pads of the fingers, they'd be pushing in with the fingernails and digging in. The palm makes contact to stun and control the opponent, and to injure the opponent, and to weaken the area, the bone underneath the claw, so that you can rip the flesh loose. The pinky and the thumb are mostly for control and for grasping a limb or an area of the human body. So the pinky and the thumb would go in on the sides, and these fingers go in the front. So you have 5 nails, fingernails, and finger bone tips digging in to the opponent. The proper shape of the claw has 3 C's. The first C is here. That's a C, shape of a C. Second C is here, shape of a C. Third C is here as the pinky looks at the thumb. So you'll be experiencing some stretching and strengthening sensation in the back of the knuckle, in the finger knuckles themselves, and in the flesh and muscle of the inside of the hand, as well as the forearm, these tendons here, you can see that, and the thumb muscle. See how that pops out? It's like a rock. Okay. And over here too, boom, right there. See? This edge here. Very, very important, and we'll get deeper into that later. But for right now, you want to relax your hand, just relax your wrist. Pull the fingers back, keep your wrist straight, and make the claw so that when you turn it sideways, you see the finger knuckles coming back in a high extension and the pinky going way down horizontally opposed to the thumb. So that looks like this. Now, you put a little pressure in the center of the palm. These tendons here are shaped like this. They come down to a point and attach to the bone here. So you want to feel it here too a little bit. And you want to be loose, loose, open, open, and then, and you'll get a little shaking if you do it right. Then through the shaking, it'll start here, and then gradually, as you train it, will work down into your fingertips. And you start to feel like it's tearing, even though there's only air, through something. So that when you put it down on something, and it rips through. Rip it, okay? This is the beginning of understanding the tiger claw. So just up and stick it in. That's it. Stick it in. Try to get the energy out of this muscle, out of this large muscle group, and into the fingers. When you achieve the shaking, it's like having dozens of little accidents that put stress on the tendon, that strengthen your tendons to withstand the pressure of actually attaching your fingers to a moving body or a person's head. So you'll dig in and be able to withstand the tremendous shock from the hand going in and then ripping. Okay, so that's the first thing about tiger claw. What you see online is this. This is not tiger claw. This is a tiger block. And I don't do anything that looks like that, because I train in the world's only true tiger claw system. When I put my hand out, I never do this. That's useless. You can't use it. You reach out and you stick it in. And there has to be elasticity, like a cat's claw, a tiger's claw. And the fingers have to enter. So we call it inserting. Okay? So just play around with that for a while. Then you can gradually bend the wrist back a little bit, because there are claws usually pulling to yourself where we bend the wrist back so that you can control the limb. The downward pressure here controls the limb. And when you strike with the center of the palm, and almost simultaneously, so a split second after, you strike with the palm and then the claw goes in. So it's like whack. I don't want to do it now because the cat will jump off the table. Anyway, that's Boomer. He's looking pretty